Hello and welcome to a new video. Today I'm filming a Q&A, which is really weird to be doing without Alan. I'm really still not used to it. Especially had to remove my desktop to get in the shot. So I'm currently sitting in the middle of my desk legs. Thank you for everyone that left a question. I posted an Instagram and a whole lot of people left me questions, which is very exciting because there's a part of me that's always scared no one will ask any questions ever. So I'm gonna jump straight into it. So I got a question from Megan Kerr that was, moving away from your friends and family is hard. Do you have any tips for making new friends as an adult? And I really wish I did. If anyone has any tips for making friends as an adult, leave them below. I haven't really made many new friends since moving here, which is kind of good budgeting wise because I don't go out much and it's cheaper. That sounds really sad. I feel like if you joined clubs or groups of some kind, that would be a really good way of making friends, but I haven't joined any clubs. If you have any tips, leave them below, please. So this is a question from Yuhan, who I used to go to uni with when I studied dietetics, and her question was, do you think you'll ever come back to the dietitian? And the answer is, I don't know. Never say never. At the moment, I'm giving this a good go, so maybe this will work out as something, or maybe I'll go back to being a dietitian. I'm not sure. So I had a question from Caitlin that was, what are your favorite ethical brands and how do you afford ethical brands while studying? Some of my favorite ethical brands are definitely Kowtow. I love People Tree and I really like Patagonia as well. And how do I afford them while studying? It's really hard. I bought a couple of things in a Kowtow sample sale, which was really good. Like I got some awesome deals. So I definitely recommend looking out for sample sales. Sometimes you can also get student discount through uni days for certain brands. So on ASOS you can get a discount on all the eco-edit stuff, which I think is 10% for students. Another way is to thrift, so you can find some great things while thrifting, though I personally struggle to find the patience. I have to be in the right mood for thrifting. We also made a video about thrifting, so I'll leave that somewhere if you would like to watch it. And the next question is from Kelly, and she said, is there one song that is particularly nostalgic for you and why? That one's really hard. I feel like there's a lot of songs that are really nostalgic for me. Like anything from the Spice Girls reminds me of my childhood in primary school, and anything Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, Good Charlotte reminds me of high school teenage angsty times. I didn't really answer that question properly. I didn't name a specific song, sorry Kelly. The next question is from Liam Ramirez, who says, have you made any cool friends at uni that inspire you? Liam is one of my friends from uni, so I think he asked that question so that I would say him. But yes, I am inspired by your creativity, Liam. He also asked, do you love Melbourne weather? And I think that question was because I always complain about, oh, it's sunny now and I didn't bring my sunglasses. Oh, now it's rainy and I didn't bring my umbrella, because the weather here is very changeable, especially now that it's spring. It seems to change quite a lot. For example, when I started filming this video, it was really sunny and now it's cloudy. This is a question from Sid the Wolf. She asked, what does ethical fashion mean to you and why is it on your radar? And also recommendations on what to look for / favorite brands. I started getting into ethical fashion I think after Ellen did, and she was doing something around the Who Made My Clothes, Bangladesh, Rana Plaza kind of thing. And from there, over time, I just kind of read more about it and found out more about how clothing is made and how some people that make clothing are really underpaid and not very well treated. And I guess buying fashion from places that does that to their employees just didn't sit well with me. From a climate change perspective, I was interested in clothes that had less of an environmental impact. I try my best to find brands that are either sustainable or ethical or a combination of both. I'm definitely not perfect, and it's definitely a process over time. A lot of these brands do tend to be more expensive. So yeah, I feel like this is a topic that you could talk about for ages with, and I certainly don't know everything about it. She also asked for recommendations, what to look for, or favorite brands, and I've already mentioned a few of my favorite brands. If you're looking for information on what brands are doing, there's a really good app called Good On You. You can look up what they're doing for the environment, what they're doing from an ethical standpoint and a material standpoint. Sometimes when I'm out, I'll see a brand and be like, oh, that's really cool, and I'll just quickly look it up on Good On You and be like, nah, I'm not buying that. Harriet asked, how would you describe your style? And Ivy said, how do you create your own fashion style? And I've made an entire video about my style. I'd say it probably hasn't changed too much since I made that. And how I got there was over a period of time. I kind of refined down my wardrobe into the things that I liked the best and felt most like me. And I also spend a lot of time on Pinterest and Tumblr curating boards that are kind of my fashion inspiration, so I can figure out what really draws me into a certain style, and I kind of refined it from there. Karina asked, is fashion school like what you expected it to be, and what's it like being surrounded by other creators? I mean, I guess it's what I expected it to be, because I'm learning a lot, which is what I was hoping it would be like. It's kind of cool being around a whole lot of people that are passionate about the same thing that you are. I don't know what I expected it to be. It's definitely different to studying science. I'm generally really enjoying it. Laura asked, what's the biggest difference between Australia and New Zealand? One of the biggest differences I've noticed being a New Zealander in Australia is the accent. So when we say pin, it sounds like pen, and when we say pen, it sounds like pin. So our E's and our I's are very different. Deck does not sound like a wooden deck that you sit on in summer and drink drinks on. That was the first one that people asked me to say. Brianna asked, have you found Australian fashion different to New Zealand fashion? And I think Auckland and Melbourne are pretty similar fashion wise. People wear a lot of black. I feel like Melbourne is a little bit more adventurous with its fashion. I don't know about other Australian cities because obviously I've just been living here, but I feel like they're almost a little bit fashion forward. Shelby asked, what made you decide to change paths and go to fashion school, and do you regret not going sooner? It was technically changing paths, but I wasn't actually working as a dietitian because I couldn't get a job as one. So I was actually working in a marketing and design role. I wasn't doing the career I trained to do, so I was thinking, well, if I'm not going to do that, what would I want to do? And I always wanted to be a fashion designer. If I decided to study fashion right out of school, I don't think I ever would have moved countries to do it. So I almost feel like I'm in a better position doing it now. So I don't regret not doing it straight away, and I did enjoy my science degree and dietetics, and maybe I'll go back to that one day, so I wouldn't say I have any regrets. Next question was, do you miss your little sister heaps? I hear she's really cool. And you might notice that handle is my sister. My sister asked me this question, that's why there's a little poop emoji, because we call each other poop and poo bum and stuff. Yes, I miss you, Ellen. It's really weird being without you, but are you cool? Are you really? This question is from a friend of mine that's living in America. She said, have you planned your next holiday? AKA, when are you making a visit to your favorite Indian friend in the States? Hi Niral, I wish I could afford to go to the States and visit you, that would be awesome. I kind of want to do an exchange for uni and spend a semester in New York if I could get into FIT for that. So maybe you could come visit me if I do that. I had a question from Fab Trisha that was, how does it feel to live miles away from your family and friends? And that is definitely very hard. Being in a different country makes you appreciate how much time you spent with them, and now they're far away. I guess it kind of makes it more special when you visit them. But I will be living at home for a couple of months over the summer holidays, so I'll get to see them all then, which is good. Ashley asked the biggest difference between studying in Australia and New Zealand. They're pretty similar. One of the biggest differences for me personally is I can't get a student loan here, which maybe that's good. I won't have a student loan at the end of this. But yeah, I guess university is pretty similar across the two countries. Carwinning? I didn't write down the names here, I should have done that. Asked, how do you manage your money / budgeting? That's definitely difficult. I made a giant Excel spreadsheet of all my costs throughout the year and how much I forecast I would earn throughout the year, and then kind of tweaked them all so I have like a set budget each week, and then I write down everything I spend up to that budget or under that budget at the end of each week, and I assess how much money I might have left for the next week. Or one week I went really over budget by a lot, so I divide it between all of the upcoming weeks, so my weekly budget became less. Chicken Sun 83 asked, who are your favourite designers and what inspires you to create fashion pieces? I guess designers would probably be Stella McCartney. I like her ethical and sustainable perspective, but also her aesthetic is quite cool. I don't own anything Stella McCartney, but I definitely love to one day. I personally get inspiration from a lot of places. We're kind of learning still how to turn inspiration into a collection. So one of my assignments is inspired by butterflies, so I'm looking at how that can turn into clothing, which I'm still trying to figure out. I'm in the middle of the assignment. Nicole asked best advice for someone who's thinking of moving to Australia. I don't know what country you're coming from, but I guess the big thing would be to save as much as you can before you get there. Moving countries is kind of expensive, especially if you want to ship all your stuff over, which I didn't do. I just bought 2 suitcases. So I guess try to minimize all your stuff before you do come, figure out what you do and don't need and whether it's more expensive to buy stuff here or bring stuff you already have. Just do it. Be brave. It's really scary, but it might be good. I don't know. Jess asked my favourite clothing item at the moment, and a similar question was favourite ethical / sustainable pieces. One of my favourite ones at the moment is probably my new cowtail shirt that I got at the sample sale, which I'm wearing today, which is a ethical, sustainable clothing item. I've also really been liking my little woven bag, which I bought back from New Zealand when I visited, which was originally from Bali. I ran out of battery, but I'm back. Sophie from Nano and Tour asked, have you found any hidden gems in the laneways? And I don't go out much, which helps my budget, but means I haven't tried that many new places yet. I did go to Donut Time in the laneways, which isn't really that hidden, but that was really good. I'm sorry, Sophie, to disappoint you. Erica asked, what things have you done to make Melbourne feel more like home? And definitely like unpacking everything helps, and kind of nesting into your little space. I feel like it could still feel more like home. For me, home is a lot about the people, and I guess because my friends and family aren't here, that makes it feel less like home, so I don't know. And that is the last question. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more videos. It's not always just me blabbing on. Subscribe! Here. Watch a video. Here, or on my face. Bye!